Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of FSI's PGA Preview. We are breaking down the weekend and Showdown Round 3 event for the WGC-Workday Championship. What an incredible first two rounds. This new golf course at the concessions, some crazy undulation and some wild greens. I mean, this course is pretty hard, and then at the same time, gettable. Some drivable par fours. These par fives are becoming a birdie fest, and it's ironic. For some, it's birdie fest. For some, it's completely going backwards. Like the DJ is kind of surprising to us. He's sitting two over, but he sort of bounced back today. But there's been some crazy fluctuation in scoring. Guys that you think are in the middle of a good round could suddenly go eight on a hole like Hovland did on his last 18th hole. He went birdie bogey free and then snowman on number 9. So it's wild WGC with fluctuation, and we're going to try to predict this the best I can, and let's just get into some picks. Super steady at the 10K slot. We have Tony Finau at 10-2. All of these salaries are going to be based on the weekend slate. That's what I'm more invested in the weekend slate than I am in round 3, just because I like to kind of reset and go at this tournament a different way. Obviously, if I'm doing well on Classic, then I'm going to keep doing the same things, but I'm not doing too hot on Classic, so we're going to try some things differently. Some guys I've been avoiding, I'm going to go back. I'm going to try to start picking up their ownership a little bit. So, but Tony Finau has been super steady, and 10-2, I find him very reliable in this 10K range. Does that mean DJ has an amazing weekend and fires a 8 under round? I mean, that's definitely possible. DJ's DJ, and Rahm can do the same, but those guys haven't been playing well. It doesn't look like the bomb and gouge trends are really working for some of these golfers, and I think the ones that were struggling with their wedges and struggling around the greens are really paying for it on their scorecard. But Tony Finau has not been that. 5.6 tee to green, 2.4 on the approach. Just going to keep going at it, and he's going to finish inside the top 5. That's just what Tony Finau's been doing lately, and keep cashing in on that for your DraftKings slate. 9K, we have Rory McIlroy at 9.8. If you look around, the rest of these statistics, Rory doesn't really jump off the table, but I certainly think Rory's, very possible for some momentum. I do find it better Showdown round 3 play than I do a weekend play. Rory's really struggled on Sundays, but he's really put himself in contention on Saturdays. So more of a Showdown play for Rory. Weekend play, you could probably find a better play elsewhere. JT at 9.6 would probably be my pick. 7th on the approach. If he didn't lose 5.9 strokes off the tee, I mean, this guy would probably be leading by 3. I mean, it's pretty remarkable how well he's been on approach. He's leading the field, or second in the field, to a guy we'll talk about later. But yeah, if JT can find the fairway and start finding keep finding the greens and keep making putts, JT's going to finish well inside the top 5. Patrick Reed, doing Patrick Reed things. His statistics are pretty similar to how they usually are. He's not a big strokes gain approach. He just kind of doesn't bogey holes. And when Patrick Reed is 3.5 strokes tee to green, 3.4 on the putter, you kind of got to look out. He's not really doing anything bad right now. He's doing a lot of good. I think he continues to start scoring low. At 8K, we have the leader at 8,900. Brooks Koepka leads the field in strokes gained total, 9.9, 3.2 on the approach, 6.4 tee to green. He's putting lights out too. He fired, I think, 7 or 8 birdies today. Brooks, two rounds in a row, he's just been pretty elite, and looks like he's going to stick around for the weekend, and I think he's a real solid play. Bryson DeChambeau shot the course record today with another guy to be named later. His stats are a little skewed from that 4 over he shot on Thursday, but he seemed to settle down and find himself back out there today. But Bryson is kind of volatile like that now. There's not much consistency reigning in his game. I certainly think he's capable of scoring on these par fives, and that's what really started to get him going. And I think he's going to continue to do so. But in this 8K range, I think we can maybe highlight a few plays, but the 7K range is a little bit more juicy, especially at the top end of that 7K range. If you can save some salary elsewhere, I think you could do so. Cam Smith at 8K is probably one of the best plays on the slate. 8,900 or 88.9 total strokes gained on strokes gained total. Sorry, 3.9 on the approach, and then 5.8 tee to green. Cam Smith is going to continue to grow, continue to go low. I like Finau, Cam Smith, and Brooks is kind of like my favorite play so far that I've talked about. Hideki is like a good GPP play, 8,300. I don't think anyone's kind of seeing what he's putting together. He shot 600 today. He looked really solid. He's even gaining 3.2 strokes on the green, so that's really out of normal. I could see that being a good or a bad, good or bad positive for good, positive, bad, or whatever. 7K we have Colin Morikawa at 7,900, 7.2 on the approach, 8.6 tee to green, 6.3 ball striking. Nobody's hit the ball better in this golf tournament than Colin Morikawa. You're getting almost a 2K discount from someone like Rory. This is just an absolute steal for his price. Tied the course record at 8 under, 8.9 strokes total. Guy's just going off. In the putter, starting to work. His new putting grip is starting to come through, and if he continues to trust his putter, I think Colin Morikawa could win this event. Abraham Answer at 7,900 as well. I like him. He's doing a lot of his damage around the greens. Billy Horschel, 7.8, 8.9 strokes total, 5.7 tee to green, 3.2 putting. Billy Horschel remaining solid throughout. I don't see him slowing down, especially in a state that he loves golfing in. Matthew Fitzpatrick, same ordeal, 7.4. He got off to a little slow start today. Could there be some lag in his Showdown round 3? Yes, but I think he'll bounce back for a good Sunday. So definitely a strong weekend play. Maybe a Showdown round 3 fade, but the 7,400 price tag's too hard to pass. If you want to maybe play a couple 6K guys and 8K guys and 9K guys, there's just different ways you could build. 6K, I do like Munoz at 6,800, 3.4 on the approach, 2.6 tee to green, 2.5 ball striking. Probably the best ball striking numbers outside of the next guy we'll talk about in this 6K range. I'm not sure how to pronounce this. I think it's Inamori, 6,200, 6 strokes tee to green, 5 strokes ball striking, 4.3 on the approach. Shot 4 under today. I believe 6 birdies on the card, 6,200. If he can replicate that performance, that's awesome. The problem with this 6K range is we haven't been able to find anyone consistently put 2 good rounds back to back, except for Munoz. So I really only feel comfortable in cash if I were to need a punt with Munoz. Wade Ormsley has been playing pretty well. He's at 6,200 as well, gaining a lot of strokes around the green. But that'll do it. This is going to be my breakdown for weekend and Showdown round 3. If you guys want to jump in the Discord before lock, you can get my core plays. You can get a list of basically all the golfers that I'm going to have in my player pool, and any advice you have on lineup construction and what you may think is a good lineup, you can always fire it at me, and I'll be helpful enough to give you my advice on what I think of the golfers that you are trying to play. Okay, guys, well, that'll do it. And please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll tune in for Showdown round 4. All right, thanks.